Or do you want to split a lasagna?
No, I don't want to get anything.
Okay.
What?
The word.
All right. Here, look this way. All right. Got this one. Rolling. Sorta. One more moment.
Maybe not. I do have a tater. Maybe I'll eat some taters. That sounds kind of good. Would you eat some?
No. Nope.
You don't want taters?
Not at all.
Okay.
But thank you.
Then maybe I won't make a tater. Juice.
Let's see here. Alright, so I think we just have to sit closer together. Yeah, sit closer together. I think it's more you're supposed to be.
Well, for this one.
There we go. Hey everybody. We got people.
Of course.
Of course we do. Oh, but that's okay. Hey everybody. We just did a little Pacific Crest Trail hiking. Today, here we are on Pacific Crest Trail, walking Mexico to Canada. I have some sort of weird accent, I'm not really even sure what that is.
It's like a mix between Australian and like the deep south of America.
The deep south of America. So, here we are. We didn't have too big of a hiking day today. I think we hiked like 6 miles total, maybe a little more with our off-trail approach.
Yep.
But life is good. We're both doing quite good here. Let's see, if you watched the entire stream yesterday, you would have learned that I felt very sick. I had like these stabbing pains in my stomach, and I was like, oh my god. And it really wasn't feeling that good at all. It was funny, everybody's like, maybe you should cut the stream like short, which makes sense, but also I don't know, I kind of want to show on here what it's like how it's not just like awesome. But anyway, I ended up taking a couple of Imodium and feeling quite a bit better, so that's good. So last night we ended up hanging out for a while. Stayed up a little late. We actually did go and get some Subway. We also have been learning that the fast food places like that, like the app is the way to go to get the best deals.
I'm not gonna be able to.
Sorry about that, but I messed up and didn't use the app, so I missed out on saving like $3 at Subway. I got a meatball sub. I'm like the only person in the world I feel like that gets a meatball sub with like
Stuff on it.
like all the vegetables on it, because I feel like it's kind of good.
It's kind of weird because it's like the meatball sub is warm, right?
Yeah, but I think it's just tradition though. But you don't get your sub, like you don't get it toasted ever?
Yeah, but it's like meatball subs have the like marinara sauce that's warm, so it's kind of like pasta.
Yeah, I guess for me, I'm just trying to break tradition. Like,
yeah, you're just not like the other girls.
I think that's why it's like a little bit cheaper.
Did I break it?
Too.
Okay.
Here, if you move it closer.
Okay. Thank you.
What was I saying?
The Subway app. Meatball sub.
Oh, meatball sub, yeah, with everything on it. But I got it with like spinach on it, lettuce on it, banana peppers, freaking cucumbers. I don't know, I like it. Tomatoes and stuff like that. I would suggest trying it. I actually think they make it cheaper a little bit because nobody gets the vegetables with it, but I feel like it's good. It's like kind of like when you have a smoothie or something with all sorts of good fruit in it, but then you put in like some healthy stuff, because it kind of like, you know, the fruit and juice and all the good stuff kind of outweighs. It's not like you're just drinking like a spinach smoothie or something like
You
that.
can't really taste spinach when it's blended into a smoothie.
Exactly. So I feel like it's kind of similar to that. So I like it, or maybe I'm just a real freak and I like to have meatball subs with a bunch of vegetables. We're in a bit of a windy location this evening. Forgive us for that. Let's see, how much battery life do you have?
34.
So guess whose phone always has the least battery by far when we do this?
It's mine because mine has less storage.
What's the logic?
I don't know. There is none.
You use it more?
Yeah, I mean, I do listen to music all day long.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, I don't know. Then I don't know.
I think you must have your screen on more than me.
Maybe.
Screen is what uses the most.
Yeah. I've been trying to put it in airplane mode more.
Yeah.
So I can I'm not getting notifications from any kind of distractions and stuff.
You try not to be distracted while you're hiking.
I am, yeah. So I feel like that's a recipe for stepping on a rattlesnake, you know.
I know. I listen. You're smart though. You only listen to one earbud at a time. I feel like I listen to I have both in, and the second you put in one of mine in.
Yeah, and you have the noise canceling one.
Yeah, but I turn noise canceling off.
Oh, okay.
I put it in transparency mode, which means you should be able to hear everything around you. But I don't know if that's really true or not.
Gotcha.
So anyway, I think what did we do last night? We watched some silly movies. We watched 50 First Dates, which I don't know, not the biggest fan of. It's
kind of a crazy plot.
It's kind of funny.
A little bit problematic.
I don't know. Does that actually happen to anyone? The girl in that movie, played by Drew Barrymore, she forgets everything. She has some sort of amnesia where she forgets everything every single night, every time she goes to sleep or something like that. But kind of a silly movie.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that actually can occur to people or what.
I'm sure it can. Or is it that, how do you feel today?
I feel great today.
Yeah. You felt much better, an hour or two after we ended the live stream. He was feeling better last night.
I think I just needed to take some Imodium, and then I felt good after that. So.
It's right here. It's right up here. Which was at the water cache.
Hey. How's it going?
Good.
All right. Hello.
Yeah, the chicken nugget cookie.
Funny.
So let's see, trying to think of what else. But yeah, I ended up feeling pretty good last night. And then we tried to kind of maximize our hotel time. So we slept in as late as we could, which worked out to about 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And then we hung out. We did a little bit of laundry because we were looking ahead. It doesn't look, unless I'm missing something, it really doesn't look like there is a place to do laundry. There's another town, a real town we're hitting up. We're actually going to be there tomorrow, but we'll get into that story in a second because it's a little bit complicated, believe it or not. And then what did we do? So we pretty much just hung out this morning till 11, and we checked out right at 10:55.
Oh, you said that.
Yeah, we did some laundry, and then we started our journey, which first consisted of kind of a scary road walk. It's a very busy exit off of Interstate 15 near LA, an insane amount of traffic. And we passed by McDonald's again. So because of that, we had McDonald's again. Is this one arching in?
Yeah.
Huh. We have this weird issue with our tent where it arches in. Maybe I'm doing it too tight or something. Maybe I'm staking it in too tight or something. I don't know. That's not good though.
It's just weird that it does that. Because sometimes it doesn't.
I know. I don't really get it. Anyway, so tent is being a little weird. So of course we went to McDonald's. We started playing cards at McDonald's, which is funny. I felt like we were. And first off about McDonald's, it is just insanely busy there. It was absolutely insane. That place, absolutely insane. You know, I do feel kind of glad for the workers though, because they kind of have it set up for this whole automated system where they barely have to interact with the customers at all.
It was funny. Did you ever hear that woman who was sitting behind us today who was angry that her sandwich was wrong
Yes.
because she ordered the wrong thing. She was like, I don't like the automated stuff. Like, I'm not qualified. I was like, girl, can you read? Like, you literally just have to read the description.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not
I guess
that
it's
hard.
just people just aren't used to it, kind of.
Maybe that's it.
So basically, like, if you go inside of this McDonald's, like, there were a couple instances when they helped people at the register, but almost never. Like, they just force you either to use the app or to use, like, the self-serve kiosk. I personally prefer it because you can, like, choose. It gives you, like, unlimited time, and there's, like, less pressure.
Right.
And, like, you don't have to, like, I don't know, you don't have to know exactly what you want. You can, like, look at, like, you can browse through it. I mean, I prefer the app. I think it's kind of nice that way, personally.
Yeah.
I feel rushed sometimes.
Right, you
like,
can like look at it up close because you're not like reading a menu board behind you.
yeah, like, I don't know. I like it. I prefer it. I think it's smarter, but
And there's
it
better
is,
deals on the app.
yeah, but it is different, so I get that. So anyway, back to McDonald's.
Did you hit the triple crown of food?
So there really isn't a Triple Crown anymore because so we were excited because there's supposed to be a McDonald's, a Del Taco, and a Subway, but there's no more Del Taco. Like, the Del Taco is closed down, unfortunately. So don't worry, we achieved the Double Crown. We did do we had 2 items,
We got the Subway.
but the Triple Crown is not really possible. There was like a taco guy. I don't know. Probably should have gotten taco guy instead of Subway.
Would have been better, but Blake was a little bit worried about his stomach, so we didn't risk it.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, do I want to buy street food? But I don't know. But then again, last time me and you ate at
Subway.
Subway was at Bryce Canyon National Park, and it was like, oh, dude, I don't know. It made both of us like a little bit
Really
sick.
sick. Yeah.
So that was kind of bizarre.
True.
Um,
Come on.
How about the fruit guy? No, we saw the fruit guy this morning, but we're slaves to McDonald's, I guess.
The fruit guy was a little bit expensive from what we saw.
Yeah,
but
he said it was like $12 or something for a fruit cup, which sounded expensive. I was like,
yeah, it is probably really fresh.
I know, it did look kind of good.
Yeah.
I wish he sold us a little bit, but that's okay. So anyway, we bought McDonald's. We didn't spend much money at McDonald's, but we realized that there is like, you can get free stuff. Like, if you spend money, you get free stuff from the app. So like, we got free stuff, like a lot of free stuff, and it was
Like,
pretty funny.
In total, I think I had 3 separate orders. I think you had like what, 5?
Yeah.
Which like one
Not
of my
proud
orders was
of.
just like a coffee. One of them was just like an ice cream, but it was free for the ice cream, and then I got a free coffee and I got chicken
Not
tenders.
proud of that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hello from Paris. Sam is asking about what candy you had today. Okay, so I had 3 M&M McFlurries, value size though, they weren't the biggest size. So I had 3 McFlurries and a little bit of, that might be it. So just M&Ms and vanilla ice cream, really. I
Yeah.
don't know. At this point right now, I'm like, can I ever eat again? Because I ate so much at McDonald's. I think I only spent like $15 total, which is good though.
Yeah. He got some to go too.
Dude, McDonald's is tricky now though. I swear, if you just order like the normal, like give me a number 1 or whatever, it can be pretty expensive. But if you're careful there, it can be really cheap. But hello from Paris. Yeah, that's hilarious. What kind of candy did I have today? Dude, yesterday the guy Andrew is the man and gave us freaking nerd gummy clusters. Now, here's a crazy question, internet. Is there a better candy than nerd gummy clusters? They are so good. I don't buy them all the time because they're kind of expensive, if I'm honest. Like, and it's one of those things again where it's like, if I'm satisfied with generic peach rings, why buy nerd gummy clusters? But they are better. Like, nerd gummy clusters are, I think, the best candy. What do you think? What is the best candy?
They're really good. I don't know. I don't think they're my favorite candy though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we had an idea. That maybe we should like do, our food reviews. Like, we're thinking about trying to expand that, doing more food reviews. And then for candy specifically, I think what we want to do is like rate it on a 1 to 10 scale, but then divide it into tiers. Like, there's, I think, like S tier, like the superior, deluxe tier actually, a deluxe tier, and then A, B, C, D, and F. Which I don't know. Is there a candy that deserves an F? So
Do
I
you
don't
like
really like.
circus peanuts? Have you ever had those?
Oh, I don't know. I've seen them.
Or
Like,
Necco wafers?
oh, Necco wafers aren't bad. Um,
OMG,
Jolly Ranchers, sour gummies, Orchard fruits. Ooh, I don't know if I know what that is.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Boston baked beans.
Boston baked beans. I don't know if I've had a Boston baked bean. It sounds good. That's crazy because I'm from New England. Or am I? Is New York part of New England? I don't think it is.
Upstate New York is basically New England, yeah.
Yeah, we were pretty close to the Vermont border. Give us an in. I'm trying to think like what other bad candies. I don't really like. Excuse me. I don't really like black licorice. Do you like black licorice?
No. Dude, I think chocolate covered gummy bears are the best candy.
Chocolate covered gummy bears.
Yeah.
I know. I tried them once. They were like pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like they're one of those ones that are so like for unnecessary reasons. Like their market is so high end, you know, that they're kind of expensive and like unjustified for that reason. But they were pretty good, honestly. Not my absolute favorite though.
Okay. I really like Twizzlers, honestly.
Yeah, I really like Twizzlers too. I feel like those have kind of gone up in price since the whole like inflation phenomenon of the last couple of years. Like I was looking at them at a store the other day and they were like $5, but they still have the Dollar Tree size, and I like that. I like that. For $1.25, I'll invest in some Twizzlers.
Freeze-dried sour Skittles. Interesting.
Yeah, we tried freeze-dried candy for the first time the other day.
Oh yeah.
At the fair, or at the fair. Somebody did say the LA County Fair is going on right now, which sounded kind of cool. But imagine going to that.
I'd be so overwhelmed.
I don't know. On the one hand, like I really like fairs, but they also again are like rip-offs. I tend to be a thrifty food buyer. Like I love the absurdity of the fair, like the absurdity of the food. I'm a huge fan of just absurdity in general, but I don't know. The fair can be so expensive. They'll charge like $5 for one deep fried Oreo or something. It's like, that's ridiculous. I'd rather just buy a box of Oreos. But dude, freeze dried candy, it was really good. Honestly, it didn't persuade me to buy it. Like it was pretty expensive what she had, but it was like pretty good. But I will say we tried a freeze dried nerd gummy cluster because she was offering free samples.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it took away some of what I'd love about the gummy cluster.
Is the part that's good about them.
Yeah, it just dissolved. Well, I don't know. I just like straight nerds too, though.
Yeah.
We had some straight.
That's why it's like the perfect candy, the nerd gummy cluster, because it's crunchy and it's gooey.
Yeah. But I was really impressed by the freeze dried candy though. It was bomb. I wish I had a freeze dryer. I've looked into them because I was like, you could make a bunch of really good food, like, because you can make your own mountain houses. I think for a home size one though, they still cost like $1,500 or $1,800 or something.
Really? I didn't realize
Yeah,
they were
for a
that
freeze
expensive.
dryer. I think that's the whole like thing. The barriers to entry of a freeze dryer
It's really high.
is like fairly high. I wonder if that's like the next thing that like they'll have infomercials for or something, and they'll be like Costco will have them for like $200 or first it'll be $500 for like a Vitamix blender or whatever.
Did you ever buy anything from like QVC or those places?
My brother's wife sometimes does. My grandmother used to, like on my dad's side, would buy some stuff from there, but I don't know. Overall, no. I mean, I guess like it used to be, you know, like with like before smartphones were everywhere, like, you know, there wasn't that much on TV, so you kind of had to like, you get kind of bored, so you'll like there's
watch
nothing
PVC.
on, so or watch just like infomercials or infomercials just come on like late at night at normal channels, you know. And Ron Popeil was quite a salesman, because he'd be like, but wait, there's more. Like I always wanted one of those like vegetable sliding like board things. It was like cool. Although they say lots of people cut their hands with them because like people just don't use the protector thing, so it's like really easy to just slice your hand in there when you're, you know what I mean, like it's like a razor sharp. But that's kind of cool. But I don't know, did I really need it? I kind of want it though. You know what I don't have that I would like is an air fryer. Like supposedly there's an air fryer function on that like on that like Ninja like mini oven thing that I have. I will say though, man, the Ninja oven things that are like just thin toaster ovens are like amazing, because I find you don't really need to use like a regular oven because they just like preheat like instantaneously and then you can cook stuff. Anyway, I'm quite a big fan. I mean, usually it's only me or like me and you I'm cooking for, you know. I'm supposed to have a whole family, but I think it's really like worth it. You save a lot of time because it just takes forever for like cheap electric ovens to heat up, you know what I mean?
We should
like,
just invest in an air fryer, maybe.
Yeah, air fryer is supposed to be good, but then I also read like maybe the air fryer is like unhealthy for you, but I don't know. We just ate freaking like 7 orders of McDonald's, so who are we to speak? An air fryer is probably fine.
Right. Yeah.
But McDonald's, but that McDonald's is freaking thriving though.
Yeah,
that is
so busy.
That is like the most insane. I mean, I guess it's a combination of things, like because right now it's Pacific Crest Trail hiker season, which I'm sure is only like a couple months out of their year. The employees totally have the right attitude about it there, which is they don't care at all, and they think it's kind of funny. Like, and we didn't hide it at all. Like, you can order it; it'll be delivered right to your table. We delivered it right, ordered it right to our table
every time. Like 8 separate times we ordered McDonald's to the table.
Because in my mind, that's the beauty. Like, you can outsay your welcome anywhere if you don't spend money. But the beauty of fast food, I feel like, is if they look at you like you've been there too long. Like, you know how you kind of get that stare from like employees or like the manager or whatever. But you like literally can just go up and just spend $2 more, you know? Whereas now the table service, we're having it come to us so they can like see
that we're putting in work.
Yeah, at least we're like ordering stuff. I mean, it depends where you are too. I mean, not to be in like I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but you go to like big cities and there's always like, I feel like, you know, fast food is like for sure like a houseless hangout, like, cause you know, they'll let you stay for a while. Yeah. Which is nice.
No, the employees at this McDonald's were so kind. Like,
yeah.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, they were like so nice.
And really good moods too.
Yeah.
Like very, very positive people.
And again, I think that's because they don't have to deal with the customers too much. Like because I think that is like what annoys them. I mean, they still had to deal with the lady next to us who like literally chose spicy chicken sandwiches, but she wanted non-spicy ones. And it's like, she's like, I didn't think I ordered that, but it says that on the receipt. And it's like, you literally chose touched the button.
That was like, making me so mad.
And didn't read.
She was like, can we please get something else for free? And I was like, girl, you're the one that did that.
Did they give it to her for free?
Yeah. There's this girl on TikTok who I really like. Her username is Sriracha. But she was like, my favorite TikTok she's ever made is like, customer service. There's no one I'd rather service than a customer. And I think about that all the time, especially when I'm working in customer service, because I'm like, that's so true. The last person I'd like to talk to right now is the customer. It's because of people like that.
So anyway, but because they have all these self-service kiosks, like, and you'd see them too, that people would just be like, oh, you want to order, use the kiosk. So it minimizes, like, the only time they actually interact with customers is like bringing them their food. And even if it takes a long time, people are happy when they get their food, you know, unless they dumbly chose the wrong item or whatever and are demanding a new one. Anyway,
she was funny.
So it was quite an interesting McDonald's experience. Absolutely insanely busy. Like, I don't know, right? It was as far as fast food experiences go, that was like crazy. So insanely busy. Yeah. Like unbelievable. But we're just going on.
It is Memorial Day weekend though. So.
Yeah, and it's on a busy highway and like on an exit. So I suppose there's a number of like reasons. But anyway, pretty entertaining. Like just from that perspective, we played cards for a while. We chilled there hard. I talked to some other hikers that are probably still there. They said they got there about 9 a.m. this morning. They were there for a good like 6.5, 7 hours by the time we left, and they were still there. And it is kind of amazing because you can just sit there. They'll literally bring you food. You don't have to do anything. The bathrooms are relatively clean. It's like a new McDonald's. Like absolutely hilarious.
Great vibes.
So I know people are probably shaking their heads in disgust. How could we eat McDonald's, you filthy swine? But yes, we ate McDonald's and it was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
So let's see what else. So then we were finally like, let's hike. Well, we played. We've been playing Rummy 500. And it's been pretty good. We're pretty evenly matched on that. I feel like it is a lot luck. Although I'm starting to think of things in more skill terms because it's all about the points, really. So what do you like? How do you get the most points?
Right.
But we're still. I don't know.
There's some thinking involved.
But mostly luck, I think. But I'm starting to get like a little bit more strategic with it. But that was fun though.
I enjoyed that a lot.
So we just hung out like But fast food is awesome for hikers because they like let you bring in your backpack. One thing I've noticed though is like over the years, like more and more particularly chain restaurants, like are taking away power outlets because they know they want to flip the tables. That like, I don't know. I guess some coffee shops and stuff, like their whole model is get people to hang out there. It's almost like you buy an expensive cup of coffee, like, and you pay for the right to hang out for a few hours or whatever. But I think they kind of, not that they want to go the opposite way, but they don't want to encourage it as much as that. So they kind of hide the power outlets. I think it's more just like cost savings because like every little penny like helps, I guess is their logic. But anyway, so there was only a couple power outlets, but we didn't need them because we used them from our hotel or what's not. So then we hit the trail. It started out kind of funny. What are you eating there?
Muddy Buddies.
Dude,
They're so good. Do you want some?
you opened them up. Wow.
They're really good. I don't know if I've ever had like from a bag. Usually they're.
Really?
I've had like homemade.
Oh, you've never had Muddy Buddies?
I've had Muddy Buddies, but not like the Chex Mix official version of them. Just
What are your thoughts?
like the homemade version. They're good. They're really good, actually.
Better than the homemade version?
Some of them.
Yeah, that's fair. There's a wide variety of
They are good though.
I kind of can't believe I'm eating more food if I'm honest, but yes, we are.
The first ingredient is de-germed yellow cornmeal. I don't know if I've ever seen that as the first ingredient in something.
What is it?
De-germed yellow cornmeal.
De-germed yellow cornmeal. What's the next ingredient?
Sugar.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's what Chex are. We can get our hands on some de-germed
Cornmeal.
yellow cornmeal. I like Chex Mix. It's good.
Same.
Like some good cinnamon Chex. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
So finally we hit the trail. Beautiful trail today. Kind of funny at first. Like it's like, oh, where's the trail? And it like literally goes underneath a weird like tunnel underneath the interstate, like with like more graffiti on it than the last interstate, really. But nobody camped under there or anything. Then you go underneath the train tracks, and then we walk through like this drainage pipe.
Yep.
That was like pretty tall. But then it quickly turns to a beautiful hike. To be honest, if I were around here, I would make a website that it would be like beautiful hikes around whatever area we are that like are overlooked, because you have parking right there. It's really not that bad. Like I suppose if you're by yourself, maybe you'd be a little scared to walk underneath the interstate. Like just it's a little weird for the first like quarter mile or something. But it quickly becomes like super beautiful. Like the hike was like awesome here, to be honest, right? Would you agree with that? It's like these huge like smooth rocks, like some beautiful views. I mean, yeah.
Flintstone rocks.
You see the interstate and you hear it a little bit, but not really as loud as you would think. Really, you kind of quickly get away from it. And then like you have like these ridgeline walks. If you go a little farther, there was a cool like bench, you know,
on an overlook. Yeah.
I was just thinking like, if there wasn't interstate here, gosh, this would be such a pleasant, lovely area. Really, like it's really pretty. I don't know. I would even do that as just like somewhere to go running, or if I need like a quick hike, I don't know, like a.
This would be a great trail run because it's not too uphill.
Yeah, easy to access, like hike or whatever. And again, it's right off the interstate, so it's like super easy to access, super easy to find. I don't know how many other hikes are right around this general area. I think we're pretty close to like San Bernardino, which is like a pretty big city, as far like is my understanding.
2 people gave us Mountain House meals from their car.
Oh yeah, so people just like yelled out their car like, "Hey, are you hikers?" And we're like, "What?" So we just like run up to them, and they're like, "We have some of these freeze-dried meals." You might be able to reach it, maybe. So like, they gave us these, which are amazing. To be honest, I feel like this is what people.
The expiration is June 2053.
So I think people assume that that's what we eat all the time, but the reality is we don't at all. The price tag on that says like $10 or something. We eat like she just ate a ramen, which is like 50 cents. But honestly, ramen's fantastic. Neither of us are sick of ramen at all yet. But we don't usually buy those at all. They are for sure like the tastiest you can buy, like for the lightest weight, but we like don't even consider it just because it's so expensive. We'd rather, I mean, I don't know. And in a lot of ways, I don't think it's like 20 times as good as ramen though. Like, you know, like to justify the price, and you don't get that many more calories and stuff. You probably eat a little bit healthier if you ate those all the time. Like they seem a little bit more towards the real food like side of the spectrum.
Right.
But anyway, but that was super nice of them. They gave them two of us, or two of them to us. They actually wanted to give us 4. I don't know. I was tempted.
Yeah, maybe we should have taken 4. But we're about to get food tomorrow, so.
Yeah. So now, so we hiked 6 miles. We're at this like water cache here, where there's like probably like 100 gallons of water, just like for hikers, which is really nicely set up. We carried a bunch of water out too, so that we're not just like depleting the resource. We'll probably just take a couple liters from here or something. But very nice of people to do that. There was a stream, but you know, I gotta be honest with you, a stream that's directly underneath one of the busiest interstates in the country, like I tend to like not really like, to be honest, most of the stuff we're probably coming across like is polluted, right? Because isn't like this area known for like acid rain and stuff, like, and pollution, like the clouds are like kind of absorbing that pollution and then dropping it on these mountains probably in all the streams. Like, not trying to be pessimistic, but just a reality. But we're filtering all our water. But the stream that's directly underneath the interstate, it's like,
There's like, you could see garbage floating in it.
It's like, I'm willing to skip it. You know, I just feel like, who knows what kind of chemicals have leached on there from trucks and stuff like that, like over the years or whatnot. So anyway, so it's very nice of whoever has this cache, like, set up. There were a couple chairs over there to like hang out and stuff too. So that's very, very nice. Quite lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So nice of people. All right. So then tomorrow is kind of an interesting day. Do you want to explain the day or why it is interesting?
Sure. So let me finish chewing. We're coming up on a section that requires skipping because of a fire. The fire is no longer, but there's closures because of this fire. Yeah,
there's like basically a large section of the Pacific Crest Trail that's closed, and there's not really a way around it. So
I believe is it from the fires this winter near LA?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know though. That's a good question. I'm not 100% sure when the fires are for, or when the fires are that cause this closure.
Anyway, so you have to skip that. Like, it's required, right, by the PCTA. So
yeah. Oh, it's closed. Like, I think we'd be fined like $5,000 or something if we were like caught like going through the closed terrain or whatever.
So we're hiking up, I think about another 11 miles, and then there's a road, and you have to hitchhike to the next spot where the trail is open. And in the middle of that is this town called Wrightwood, which is where we're going to stop and get our resupply boxes that were sent to us because they're at a hardware store there. So we're going to Wrightwood. We're gonna hike in the morning, get to Wrightwood, get our stuff, maybe hang out for a second there, and then go back to trail.
It's kind of funny, really, because we gain like 3,200 feet and then like immediately go off the mountain and then have to hitchhike. But I don't think we lose all of it. And then we climb another huge mountain, it looks like, called Mount Baden-Powell the next day. Or we're gonna figure it out, because tomorrow is like we'll get a decent amount in because we are gonna hike up and like then go into town, but it's going to take us a while to get our food organized. Our goal for tomorrow really is get to the town, organize all our stuff. We have resupply packages also, and fingers crossed I have some parts for my backpack. I talked to my backpack manufacturer. They were saying like with the weight I'm carrying, like it would be a smart idea. Like this will make carrying it a bit easier. So hopefully that'll work. I'm very excited about that. It like extends the length of my frame of my backpack. So, which also be kind of funny because I'm like, oh my god, my backpack, does that mean it gets bigger even really? Because the frame is taller, which is kind of hilarious. We've named my backpack Monster. because it's like, it's huge. It's a monster. It really is a monster. But anyway, absolutely beautiful hike. We were looking at we were looking today, and it didn't really look like we'd be able to get too much farther, like, and still be able to do this. Like, we probably would have made it to some other campsite if we opted not to do this, but of course we love you guys, and we promised we'd be here, so we are here. So that's cool. So let's see. So tomorrow we go into Wrightwood. I don't really plan on doing much. I don't even know. Hopefully there's just like, I don't even know. I ate so much food today. I don't even know if I want to go to a restaurant or something. I guess it depends how much we got in our resupply box. I think we got a lot of stuff though.
Yeah.
So probably just eat that and maybe
Yeah.
the lasagna. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts about town tomorrow?
I want to go to a coffee shop. That's it. That's all I want to do. That's my one agenda item on every town we go to is
Pip
Coffee shop.
loves a good coffee.
I do.
I'm a sucker for a good like cola. Or even just lemonade. Honestly, I love the Crystal Light lemonade. That's good. Although I will say, man, Cactus Cooler is good.
Cactus Cooler is great. Big fan. We are converts.
Any soda you don't like? Well, you don't
I
usually
don't really drink soda in normal
Is
life.
it more just because it's unhealthy, or you literally don't like it?
I think it's too sweet for me. Like on trail, it's okay because I feel like my body needs I don't know. My body like needs the sugar or the carbs, but in normal life, yeah, it's like way too sweet for me, and I just don't really like the taste of it.
Cool.
And yeah, it's like 65 grams of sugar. It's like 120% of your daily value. I'd rather eat like a Snickers bar or something than drink a Coke. I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess we'll get some beverages. We'll go to a coffee shop, something like that. Somebody gave us a thumbs down. Dang, dude.
Well, I think that like if you do it on the screen, maybe, I don't know.
What do you mean?
Cause like see how like it did it because you have a thumbs up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe. Cause like you can do this on FaceTime too. Like if you put
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Well, whatever. I know soda's disgusting and McDonald's is disgusting. I'm sorry that we have to, but whatever. We're not going to hide our world that we're a part of.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like, right, we were talking about this. Hunger is the best spice, you know. So if you're out here, I bet you would do it too, even though you might think it's a little bit gross.
There are really only 2 times in life that I eat McDonald's, and it's on a through hike, and then if I'm in Paris, because Paris, like the French McDonald's are better, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. They have different options.
Interesting.
Not better necessarily, but I like their offerings more than the American ones.
Interesting. So I'm trying to think of what else. So here we are. Did we have any gear debacles? I mean, the last one was the freaking squirrel that chewed through my tent a little bit.
Through his backpack, not the tent.
Yeah, I'm sorry, through my backpack, but just the like food, like just the hip belt pocket. Anyway, very excited about getting some backpack frame extensions for my backpack tomorrow. Hopefully that's there. I'm a little bit worried because it's such a small package, but I don't know. Nobody else would they don't really like serve anyone else's needs. Just more a little bit scared that it got that it'll be missing or something, but I doubt it. I'm sure these people are good people. So very excited though to resupply, and then we're off to, well, first off, I was looking at the weather. It's supposed to get a little bit warmer. We're getting a warm front. How do you feel about that?
I am fine with that because we're gonna go up in elevation.
Yeah, well, but then we come back down, really, as usual.
We'll be fine.
I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at the map though to see how long we stay up high. All right, but anyway, so next up is the town of Acton. There's like a KOA or just a campground there where we have our next box going, and we are going to go there. So I think it'll take us like 4 or 5 days to get there. It's also probably the easiest place to get to LA, not from the campground, but I think there's like a train station like down the road. So I don't know if we're really gonna go to LA or not. I'm torn because we want to stay on trail. We got to make miles, like blah, blah, blah. But we are here. It might be fun to go to LA.
Yeah. I have a friend in LA. That's the only reason I really want to go in to see her. But I've been to LA before. I don't ever need to go to LA ever again, honestly. Other than to see my friend.
So we'll see what happens with that. And then we're making pretty good progress. Honestly, like even though we have been going slow, we've been out here a month, but we're actually in pretty good pace. You know, there's when all the snow starts, I think we're gonna be there right on time. Which you really want to start. The stereotypical date is like mid-June, June 15th, 16th, 17th, and I think literally we'll arrive right around that time, and we're right on pace.
LA is very crowded and expensive. Yes. That's why I would not care if we didn't go back to LA or didn't go into LA.
Yeah, I forget. Somebody was telling us the other day, like it took them, they moved out because it took them like to go 20 miles. It would take them like 2 hours or something. Like they would go visit their relative or brother or like cousin, whoever it was. And like they, it was only 20 miles away, but it would like literally take like 2 hours to get there. And I was like, that sucks.
Yeah, every time I've been to LA, I've just been super overwhelmed. And like I was overwhelmed in the McDonald's today. I was like kind of ready to get back to the woods. So
Yeah.
I can't imagine what
And
going
by
to
woods, we mean the sparsely,
desert.
like the
Yeah.
desert or the chaparral.
the wilderness, I guess.
Yeah, the wilderness is a good word for it. So tonight we're kind of camped out. Feeling good though. Life is good. Let's see. What are you listening to? What did you listen to today on your hike over here?
I listened to some music. I've been listening to the Beatles, like all of their discography in chronological order.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I listened to the Beatles, and then
What era are you on now?
what is the album called? With the Beatles. It's like the third one, I think.
Okay.
I'm very early on in my listening endeavor.
How many albums do they have? A decent amount, yeah.
Like 10 or 11, maybe.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
like a lot.
That's fun.
And then I listened to a podcast interview with the sailing people.
Nice.
Yeah.
I listened to East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I listened to that pretty much the whole way here. It's quite good. I like, that's a fantastic book. Steinbeck is a great author. I'll have to check out. I don't know. I feel like he's probably worth reading like all of his works because he's so, I don't know. He's a great author.
Okay, so the Iliad, I'm reading the Iliad and the Odyssey this year it was just a goal I set. But the guy who like makes the reading schedule for that did one with like all of Steinbeck's works. So it's like every week you get like an assignment for the reading, and then there's like he
cool.
like emails you like a description,
Should
like
we
discussion.
do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
My first album was Meet the Beatles. It cost $3.99. That's awesome. I love the Beatles so much.
Someone else gave thumbs down? What
I think
happened?
we're doing it.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you just give a thumbs down?
I think it's just the way that our hands are sitting or something. I don't know. The only people watching this right now are our moms. Like, no one's giving us a thumbs down.
Well, that's funny. That hurts us, though. Don't give us thumbs down.
Well, I don't think that really affects this at all, if I'm being honest. But
that's
yeah.
Interesting. But I'm trying to think, what were we just talking about? People either don't like the Beatles, or it's just us
What?
we're just talking about John Steinbeck. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you should do that where you like, and it covers.
A lot of you don't want to do it too.
Oh, I'll do it with you. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
just saying, an idea.
Sounds fun.
No, my mom had a like a mixed CD of the Beatles, and we would listen to it every single day on the way to school when I was a kid. So, and it was just like the hits, I think. But
You know how
yeah,
they
I have
used
a
to
lot of
have,
nostalgia related to the Beatles.
you know, they used to have like those 5-disc like carousels or like 10-disc players or whatever. I don't know. I just remember going to somebody's house, like they had a party, and I remember like listening to the music, and every CD was the Beatles, and I was like, that's awesome. It was just all, and it made me happy. I was like, that's great choice. I mean, can't go wrong.
I was at a party in Aspen. It was the like oyster party I went to, and someone was going around asking like, who do you like better, Grateful Dead or the Beatles? And I was like, that's such a weird comparison to me. Like, those are very different bands. Just maybe because like they both have kind of a cult following.
I feel like a lot of Colorado people would probably say Grateful Dead.
Yeah, a lot of them did. I was like, interesting. I said the
But-
Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the
I
Beatles.
like the Grateful Dead too.
I
though.
feel like the Beatles is one of the safest bets for like what kind of music should I play. So there's nothing like negative. What are you doing there? You're digging a little hole?
I'm making a trench. in the dirt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, but I feel like the Beatles is like the safest thing you can play. Like, cause who doesn't like? Is there anybody who doesn't like the Beatles?
Yeah, people don't. There are people that don't like the Beatles. I've met. Unironically. I love sharing the same birthday as Paul McCartney. Oh, I had a British pen pal that I shared Beatles photos with. That's so fun. We should bring back pen pals. I had a pen pal for a while in school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, was it international?
Yeah, she lived in like Argentina or something. We did it in like 5th grade or something. I don't know. But it kind of died after that year in school.
I remember we did some sort of like time capsules and stuff. You ever make
Yeah.
a time capsule?
Yeah.
But what is it like? I wonder what happened to all that, like, and how long it was like there for, or what. I don't think we ever dug up anybody else's. Like, we just
I
buried
feel
one
like
of
the
ours.
fun part of a time capsule is digging up the time capsule.
Yeah.
I've only ever participated in putting things in the time capsule. I guess actually when I was in middle school, we made like a time capsule.
You did?
Yeah, and it was funny to like. It was like, what's your favorite song? What's your favorite food? Like, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I had one time I did this. I think it's called like Future Me, and you can like email yourself in the
Oh,
future
yeah, I
or
forgot
whatever.
that.
Like, you just type an email. I did that, and I got one from like quite a long time ago. That was kind
Oh,
of cool.
that's cool.
Yeah, it was fun. But I think I only did one. I mean, stuff like that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
I feel like it's fun to like reread old journals and stuff. That's kind of the same effect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's very true. So
But,
let's
I
see.
don't know.
Flora and fauna. Did we saw a couple new kinds of flowers we thought today. Leaving McDonald's, I almost thought some of the like landscaping flower seeds like blew over into the
Yeah.
neighboring land, which is cool. There was
Yeah.
some cool like yellow flowers we hadn't seen before. And then I don't know, just all sorts of flowers, which is kind of hard to believe because as I sit here and I look like in the distance at the mountains, like it doesn't look colorful at all. It just looks like kind of green, mostly like sandy, like light brown colored, a little bit of gray in there. But for the most part, walking, there's like flowers like everywhere, really. I mean, I guess in our general vicinity, oh, there's some like white flowers just to my left, and there's some yellow flowers right there.
They do, yeah, it's like very subtle.
But it's
color.
interesting because they blend in. Like from afar, you'd think like, oh, it just looks like boring desert. But walking around, like it's actually really pretty. Let's see what else. I saw some lizards today. One lizard ran so fast away from me, and I was like, it made me think like whether, like, is the lizard just afraid because I'm bigger than it, or has it been taught over the years that humans are like the enemy? Because back in the day when people were hungry, they would probably
just
try to
eat
catch
them.
every lizard and
Yeah.
whatever. And now I don't know, like, if I could catch a lizard, like, I'm sure I could if my life depended on it, maybe, but I'd probably
Yeah.
use a doing it like for food or whatnot, and I wouldn't know how to eat it
I
necessarily.
saw one running on it back legs.
You
today
did?
For the first time.
Yeah, that's cool.
They're funny. They look like little cartoons.
Oh, your mom saw Paul McCartney in
North
concert
Carolina.
in North Carolina. One of the best concerts ever. Oh, dang.
Yeah, I bet he's probably pretty good live.
Yeah, I would think so. That's incredible. Yeah, Beatles are amazing. I
Yeah.
wish I saw them live. So I don't know. So we kind of thought a lot of people would camp here with us. We are a little bit close to a road, which isn't really the favorite place to camp. And we're not trying to worry you guys, but hopefully nobody stops by tonight or anything. But we're in a pretty good spot. We're a little bit away from the road. I feel like people are lazy. They don't want to walk like 300 yards away from the road where we are.
Yeah.
That's the hope anyway.
I hope. Do you want
so-
to get in the frame over here?
Did we share the comment that should we share that comment from the other day or no?
What comment?
For those 3 solo women hiking?
Oh, we already talked about that,
Oh, we did.
but we could say it again.
Well, there was somewhere like just the other day which had a lot of graffiti and stuff, and someone just said like someone pulled up into their camp and like shined their car lights onto them and was like yelling obscene things at them. So, but then they left, so everybody got up and left. So I mean, normally we tried to avoid camping at roads regardless. This one really doesn't feel too bad. There are some like large structures like down the way, but again, it's a dirt road and it doesn't look like that exciting of a place to come. There's not like graffiti or anything. Like,
Yeah.
I guess if you really wanted to just like mess with hikers, you could like find this. I don't know. To be honest, I feel like most people like were like, "Yo, let's mess with PCT hikers," and had enough like ingenuity to look on the map and like see where it goes. Probably like have more in common. They'd probably end up liking us.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
You used to
Use
do
your
trail magic here. Yeah, that's awesome. I bet you did. This would be a good
This is a great
place.
spot for it. Yeah.
Although I don't know, I'm still full. I packed out a couple burgers that I'm like about to eat, but it's like, can I even eat them? I feel like I have to, though, because it won't be good tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you have to eat those tonight.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm gonna eat that tonight. So that's cool. I don't know. What are you looking forward to over the next like couple of weeks?
I feel like I'm finally in the like trail rhythm, you know? Like I was really excited to get back on the trail. Like it was a little bit hard to get out of McDonald's today, but it was like the noise and like all the people kind of overstimulate me.
I think it's them, dude.
I mean, my mom says she wasn't doing it. And I don't think anyone else on here is doing it.
It's okay.
I don't know. The only like I've done that before, like on like FaceTimes and stuff.
But you're excited about the trail
Anyway,
rhythm?
Yeah, I'm excited to like now that we're like in a good rhythm. I feel like we're making progress, and I'm like
What time you want to wake up tomorrow?
5 a.m.
Wow. Okay. Wake up at 5
I think
a.m.
if I go to sleep early enough, it's okay.
Yeah.
And then if I get in a routine of doing it, it's fine. Like I used to have jobs where I would wake up at 5 a.m. or earlier to work, and I could do it. It's just
I
kind of
mean,
painful.
Honestly, it's kind of nice, like in the desert, because you get, especially tomorrow, I think it'll be nice because you get that time in the shade, and then you get a little bit of sunrise. So that's really pretty. And then you also get like it's just a little bit cooler, you know, like so you don't have to deal with the insane heat like right away. Like you at least get some of the. Plus, it'll probably be cool. Like this looks like we have like a 3,200 foot like gradual climb, but I think it takes the full 9 miles to get there. There's barely any like down, so it's just like a slight gradual up the whole time. So what that translates to is that will be quite challenging for me, but I'll be able to do it no problem. And then Pip here will probably get a little bit ahead of me. Realistically, like on a hike like tomorrow.
My body always feels better on the uphills, I think.
Yeah.
Like the downhills kind of hurt.
I don't know. I'm just slower. Like realistically, like my pack just slows me down. But it felt good. Like honestly, yesterday was such like a, man, shout out to Andrew again, man. Like that was such a good experience because it really, like sometimes I forget like how much strength I'm gaining out here and like how, because most people are a little bit faster than me, especially on the uphills. But it felt really good to take that pack off and just like crush a day and be able to do 24 miles and have it not and be done by 3:30 and have it not even be that big a deal. So that was amazing. I actually think I've gained a ton of strength over last month. And I think really they say like if you really apply stuff well, you can transform yourself completely in like 8 weeks. But for most people, it takes like 12 to 16 weeks, I guess. So I feel pretty good though after like to go from not that like, well, I guess it's somewhat fit starting, but to really like get to that next level, you know, it's like an 8 to 16 week process really, maybe more towards, but I think through hiking, I don't know. I will say it seems pretty healthy, like in terms of if you don't have severe like knee pain or like huge like issues, like it's just walking. Like I don't want to like discount it and say that, but it is like a lot less impact. Like it's not like, okay, run 20 miles every day. Like that's so hard on your body. Like whereas walking, at least you're like, you can take breaks and you're going slow and it's more like a natural like pace, you know?
Right. It's more gentle.
So there's that. All right. So anything else you want to discuss?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, it's been a wonderful evening.
It has.
We love all of you. And thank you so much for joining us.
Yes. Thank you for
I
watching.
hope you have a wonderful evening.
Okay.
We will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.